It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
A quick throw out wide to Mooney. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now they'll pitch it out here. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
That's taken on the 25. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the tech. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll keep it on the ground. Beard, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Texans, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Holt. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 18. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Holt. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Holt. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And caught, right side, Green. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. After 1, it's not. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Off play action. Holt. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
His pass caught at the 4. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are back within a score. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Holt. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Holt. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Okay, ready? 47. Check, 47. Crunch time, defense.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Throwing on 1st down. Holt. That's complete to Mooney. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. There's Mooney with another catch. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Ready, ready.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Back to throw. Holt. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Cougar 19. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Holt. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a 5-point game. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this 2nd half. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the 1st half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Check that. Street.
Off the play fake. Holt. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Tech. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Looking to throw. Holt. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw. Holt. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Mike, 46. I'm going to run you up.
Warrior 70.
46.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field, and now the defense has to try. Out there and try and slow them down.
Throwing to start the drive. Holt. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. It's their quarterback. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Partner.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalpost. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
They'll keep it on the ground. Beard. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Houston. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atoned for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Off play action. Holt. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Now the first carry for Bush. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Rolling to his right. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for two? Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And the failure to... Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. This will be fielded at the 17. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So now the Bears down by 2, and time a huge factor. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
He'll look to throw. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it. We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there, and the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the Texans, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touch. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
They'll start on the ground with Bush. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw on 2nd down. Holt got his man complete over the middle. It's Stevens. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Beard. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. The Bears had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
On 2nd down now, Beard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Beard. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now a handoff up the middle. Beard. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Holt. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Beard. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now this time he'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 4 down.
18, Pioneer.
50's the
Street, street.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Watch that, watch that, watch that.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Back to throw. Holt. And that is is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Panther 60, Panther 60, Cowboy 80.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man, complete. That's Stevens. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Holt firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The Bears on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He'll buy some time right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turn it into a short gain.
On 2nd down, Beard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Throwing on 3rd and long. Holt. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Patterson's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the Colts send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the... On 1st down, Holt. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake. Holt. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Up the middle they go. Beard. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Operating from the gun. Holt. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there. Just
the Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Holt. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
We got 4. We got 4. I got 40. I got 40. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Better bring it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Holt. And he will slide down with the 1st down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Holt over the middle, complete. It's Stevens. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Off play action. Holt. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Mike, 53, Mike. Watch the run.
Back to throw. Holt. He finds his man, complete. That's Stevens. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
One of the
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Beard, not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for. When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Looking to throw. Holt. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
50's the mic. Got you, boy.
Now a handoff up the middle. Beard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Throwing on third and long. Holt. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Colts. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It's just a 30-yard return. Throwing to start the drive. Holt. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll try the right side with Bush. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 77 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball? I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Off the play fake. Holt. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll go with a keeper. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. It's their quarterback with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Up the middle they go. Beard. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Colts. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And this will be a Bears 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On second down now, Beard. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
On the stick.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Off the bootleg. Holt. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Beard down to about the 22 here. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Cut. Ready?
You don't know no better. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
It's a quarterback sneak. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another 1st down.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for the Bears, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start. On 1st and 10, Holt, he finds his man, complete. It's Stevens. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Off play action. Holt. And he slings one that's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Cards will take. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
22 yards there, a 1st down. Back to throw. Holt. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 3rd down, Beard. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Off the play fake. Holt. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Beard. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Holt. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Patterson's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. These Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They give to Bush going right. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. So all field goals so far, 6-3 our score as the kick is away. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Operating from the gun. Holt. And this one's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Holt. They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's 2nd down. Off play action. Holt. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
To throw on 2nd down. Holt. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Holt. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Patterson's kick is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and Bears from deep in their own Throwing on first down. Holt. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They run the option here on 1st and 10. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And this is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Bears on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And that will be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the...
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Holt. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Holt under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Holt. He finds his man. Complete. It's Stevens. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down. Holt. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff up the middle. Beard. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Beard. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Holt. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
On 3rd down, Holt. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Fight 12, fight 12. In your face.
Back to throw. Holt. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Patterson's kick is good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. Well, they... They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go. Beard. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Holt. Throw left side complete. That's Stevens. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Holt. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the...
Set up. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Let's get up.
70 Timberwolf.
Throwing to start the drive. Holt. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Here's 2nd and a yard. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A throw over the middle taken in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's the option going right. And great block. Downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. On 2nd down, Beard. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Off the play fake, Holt. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Holt. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal. So a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. On 2nd down now, Beard. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And it's caught. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And so 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it in the hands of Bush, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They run up the middle with Bush, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check. Hustle.
They'll try and sneak it here. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for Chicago, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. That'll do it for